Hello again, it's TKF, and this time I've come up with a great way to get dungeon loot without actually having to go exploring, because if you're anything like me, you find exploring dungeons to be tedious and unnecessary. So to do this, I'm going to put my blood orb back in here, and I'm going to turn this ritual back on. Because I don't need that one running. I don't care about that one. I'm just going to break it. But yeah. What was I doing? I just forgot. Oh yes, dungeon loot. Scatterbrain TKF. Because we have such an amazing source of mana, and we are going to be automatically killing all the bosses we can ever need, we need a way to get good dungeon loot. Because nether stars, demon blood shards, and division sigils are great prizes, but that's not all I want. There are things like infinity orbs for Ars Magica that give you extra points you can spend on spell parts, and those things are really difficult to come by. So I like to use this flower called loonium. It is glorious. It is probably one of the greatest things to have come out of Botania. If I were to actually rank all the great things that come out of Botania mod, I probably wouldn't have said that. But off the top of my head, this is probably one of the greatest. So, you just place it in the world, and it starts generating dungeon loot. But, problem with that is, it drops it everywhere. It doesn't care if there's an open chest somewhere, it just drops it. So, to fix that, I have you can either use, again, if you want, it's kind of meh, but there's also a ritual for this that has slightly better, I believe. This is called the Call of the Zephyr. So let me just bring that up. There it is. Call of the Zephyr takes entities from around it, and it puts them into a chest directly above it. Say we have a chest. Boom. There it is. Now, I have no idea if it's the Hopper Hawk or this ritual. I think it's the ritual because it's a lot faster than the Hopper Hawk is. This thing actually scans blocks or spaces for entities, and then it has to charge up and do stuff. But this thing is just pretty much instant. It does take a tiny bit of LP to run it every time it actually does something. But it took that saddle that was produced by the loonium and put it in this chest. Which, whoop-de-doo, you can collect stuff, and I hate the rain. I need a way to set weather to off permanently. That would be great. Nobody likes rain. Ain't nobody got time for that. But anyway, so you can put things in a chest. Anything can do that. Well, there are a lot of gods that can. But in combination with ender storage, these lovely we have ender chests. I know we do. I have used them. I have seen them. There it is. Ender chest. Don't know why it didn't come up. Using this thing, you can poof. Toss out the thing. It's in there. Great. Oh, hey, we got one of those infinity orbs I was talking about. That's great. We saw that with the other chest. This one's a little bit bigger. That's a little exciting. Woo. But with this ender chest, anything that has any chest that doesn't have a diamond lock on it, that privates it to a certain player, that has the same color code on the top, will share the inventory with all the other chests of that color code. Meaning, you can basically wirelessly transfer everything that you get from the loonium directly into your AE system or your sorting system, whatever you use, and it uses significantly less materials than producing a whole bunch of conduits. Unless you're into that sort of thing and think that conduits make good decorations, in which case you definitely are never going to play as my teammate, because I'm all about pretty. And that is definitely not pretty, in my opinion. But yes. So you can just slap an import bus on there, put some acceleration cards in it, and you have all the dungeon loot you could ever want. And so that's basically it. Thanks for watching. See ya.